Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and today we are coming to you from Holland, where the heroes are hosting the Saffron Powlings and the Delta types and fighting types are both fighting for a place in the Leaders 8 because it is 14th versus 13th respectively. So this match has huge ramifications, and with that, let us know in the comments below who you think will win this one. Will it be the Delta side? Will it be the fighting types? Let's go! But that is right, you win and you are in the Leaders 8. It is that simple, as it is Quackleval and Hawlucha starting out for the Saffron Powlings. It will be Espeon and Leafeon starting out for the Holland Heroes, and immediately Hawlucha with that speed advantage is going to go with the Earth Power onto Espeon. Gets a really good hit there as well on the Evolution, who responds with the Hyper Beam. A fantastic hit, but Hawlucha is able to hold on. Leafeon could go for the easy elimination going with that Stone Edge, but Hawlucha is actually able to avoid that attack and keep itself in. So Quackleval will go with the Earthquake, which will not affect Hawlucha due to it being a part Flying type, which is fantastic because it hits both Leafeon for not very effective damage and almost eliminates Espeon, as the Stuffed Cheeks from Hawlucha is going to boost its defense a great deal. Although it is such an easy target right now, I have to think maybe it should have gone on the offensive, but Espeon has to recharge, whereas Leafeon is going to go with the Guillotine. But Quackleval is able to avoid that attack, and it is going to respond with the Pluck, and this will be super effective on Leafeon, and it takes its Leopard Berry in the process. Pretty much plucked it with those feet as well that just do not stop dancing. And Hawlucha is going to follow that up with the Drill Run, but it will be Espeon who's able to get out of the way of that attack, and this allows the Psychic type to go for the Moonlight, restoring some much needed health. That's a really intelligent play there by Espeon due to that Psychic typing being advantageous over the Saffron Powlings, and the Spit Up from Leafeon is going to fail. Unfortunately, it has not stockpiled. This allows Quackleval to go with the Lava Plume, and this hits everybody on the field. It is super effective on Leafeon, so it gets the elimination, but unfortunately it takes down Hawlucha in the process as well, so this does not put the Powlings ahead. But Espeon has been burned. However, it does have that Synchronize ability. No, sorry, it doesn't. It normally would have the Synchronize ability, but it has the Magic Bounce ability because it is on the home side, having that hidden ability. It will be Tsareena coming out for the Saffron Powlings, and it is Vaporeon coming out for the Holland Heroes, and this Kicking Fiend will take on that Fighting type in here. So Tsareena, you do not want to get in the way of a physical strike from them. It is 120 base attack. It's 120 base attack for Quackleval as well, but Espeon is going to go for the Seed Flare. This will be super effective, and it is a one-hit wonder. Quackleval has been eliminated from this matchup, putting the Holland Heroes in front, but Tsareena is going to go with the Sand Attack, but Espeon's Magic Bounce does get activated, so this will send that Sand Attack back at Tsareena, lowering their accuracy instead, and this allows Vaporeon to follow up with the Sheer Cold. They keep trying for these one-hit KO moves, but they are being avoided by the Saffron Powlings. Now out comes Persimmon for the Saffron Powlings, but Espeon still with that speed advantage does go for the Mystical Fire, capitalizing on that special attack, lowering the special attack in fact of Tsareena, as Persimmon with the Swift is going to hit both Evolutions. They're not for a great deal of damage, however, and Tsareena is going to follow up with the Water Pledge, but it goes for Vaporeon, who is able to avoid that attack and is going to respond with the Muddy Water onto the fighting types, hitting both Tsareena and Persimmon for really good damage and lowering Persimmon's accuracy in the process, as Espeon continues to feel the effects of that burn. However, it is going to go and set up the light screen on the side of the Holland Heroes now, so they will become stronger against special moves. They should have gone for the Reflect though, because Saffron Powlings are much more physical, and that Dark Void will not work for Persimmon. Some Dark Force seems to be preventing it from happening, as the Mud Slap from Tsareena does not do much damage to Espeon, but it does lower its accuracy, and Vaporeon now with the Water Pulse onto Tsareena. Massive hit, and Tsareena is eliminated from this matchup. The Holland Heroes are building massive momentum, and as I said, whoever wins this will move up into the Leaders 8, as after this matchup we only have 2 rounds until the Victory Road series, as Espeon continues to feel the effects of that burn. And now out comes Pawmot for the Saffron Powlings, but Espeon is going to set up for a Solar Beam. The Saffron Powlings need to capitalize and eliminate Espeon from this matchup before it completes that, as Pawmot goes with the Teleport. It wants nothing to do with that Solar Beam that could potentially be coming its way, and out in its place comes Gallade for the Powlings, as Persimmon with the Leafage. This will be super effective on Vaporeon, but goes for Espeon, who's able to avoid that move, and Vaporeon looking to capitalize goes with the Earth Power onto Gallade, taking decent damage there from the water type evolution, and Espeon is still holding on in this matchup, and it is going to complete the Solar Beam onto Passimian, and Passimian is eliminated from this matchup. Espeon is having a great showing here as Gallade with the soft boiled is going to restore its health. It will get back to full strength. We know that Pawmot will be coming out to join it shortly, but first Vaporeon is going to go with the flail onto Gallade. Doesn't do a great deal of damage, and Espeon is still clinging on from this burn. And now out comes Pawmot as Espeon is going to go for the Lunar Dance. It is going to take itself out of this matchup. Now it knows it wouldn't have outlasted this turn. This could actually be a really good play if the Lunar Dance does come to fruition. But now the Dazzling Gleam from Pawmot onto Vaporeon. Vaporeon tanks that move, and Gallade is going to follow it up with the Razor Shell. And this is not going to... Well, actually, it does more damage than what I expected to Vaporeon, but it does lower its defense in the process with that not very effective move as Vaporeon with the Self-Destruct. Now this does great damage to Gallade and Pawmot, but it is a huge risk to take itself out of the matchup because the Holland Heroes had a huge lead, but now they only lead by one Pokemon. It is Sylveon and Glaceon coming out for the Holland Heroes, and Pawmot is going to go with the Terrain Pulse. There's no terrain to capitalize on as Glaceon takes a little bit of chip damage, and Gallade follows it up with the Coaching. So it is going to give Pawmot a boost in that attack here, and Pawmot has that 115 base attack as well as boosting that defense. Glaceon is going to fly up high into the sky though, and that'll be super effective on the fighting types. But first Sylveon is going to go for the last resort, but unfortunately that will fail. This allows Pawmot to potentially capitalize, but first the light screen does wear off for the Holland Heroes, and Pawmot now with the Acid Armor, so it is going to give itself a nice physical defense boost here. And Gallade is going to go for the last respects onto Sylveon, and it is a one-hit wonder. Sylveon is eliminated from this matchup, and Glaceon comes down hard with the fly onto Pawmot, but Pawmot tanks that move, being a part of electric type, and now out comes Ditto for the Holland Heroes, and it does imposter into that Pawmot. We have two Pawmots on the field, but this one will be different because it's going to take on the fighting Terra type. Ditto always taking on the typing of the opposing side here. So we have a fighting type Pawmot and an electric fighting type Pawmot. Hopefully it doesn't get too confusing down on the field here, as the regular Pawmot does set up a psychic terrain, which is questionable, but Gallade is part psychic type, so they could be looking to capitalize on that here as the battlefield does get weird. And now the Ditto Pawmot, sorry, I'm getting confused with these two Pawmots, sets up the grassy terrain. Instead, it wants nothing to do with that psychic terrain. It does not want to take a psychic hit, as Gallade goes with the Esper Wing as well, doing great damage there to Glaceon. This is going to boost the speed of Gallade as well, and Glaceon with the last respects of its own will eliminate Gallade with that super effective move. Pawmot is all by itself. Let's hope Glaceon doesn't get confused with the two Pawmots on the field that could be going head to head, as the electric fighting type Pawmot goes with the Hex onto Ditto. Ditto taking decent damage there, but it is going to respond with the Uproar, and Pawmot is able to hold on as Ditto has caused that uproar, but Glaceon could go for the easy elimination here with the Drain Punch, and it does. The Holland Heroes have defeated the Saffron Powerlinks, and this will keep the fighting type side out of the leaders 8, and they really need to try and get their way in there with a victory in these last 2 rounds. But this is great for the Holland Heroes because this will move them up into 12th place, as next round they will be taking on the Levere Candy Huts, whereas for the Saffron Powerlinks next round they will be taking on the Motorstoke Engines. But until then, Nidorinos and Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.